This is the Chrissie Swan Show.
Hey, Jar.
Afternoon, Swanee. How was your weekend?
Look, it was interesting. I did a few things that I wanted to do on Mother's Day,
Yes.
but I was particularly thrilled with the photograph of you and Wendy. Well, Wendy, specifically, your mum.
Yes, in her elite The Chrissie Swan Show t-shirts, which you handmade with the cricket machine.
Correct.
We had a beautiful weekend together.
Speaking of cricket, I cleaned out my garage because there is a little room.
Oh, no.
There's a little room in there that's going to become my cricket room.
You're having a full craft room.
Yeah, and it's got a roller door on it, a lockable roller door. Kids won't even know I'm in there creating T-shirts that say free to good home.
I love the idea that people could walk through your home and be like, oh, I wonder what shady business she's got going on behind there. And it's a cricket machine.
What I realised on Mother's Day is this. Mother's Day, and I don't know whether it's just the stage of life that I'm at and the kids are at.
Yes.
So I've got teenagers. They're gorgeous, by the way. Like, in terms of people, I really like them. But it just dawned on me. Mother's Day, one day a year, should be the one day that mothers don't mother.
Yeah, that feels fair.
We should sign a document. Like, I want to call Albo when he's back from his overseas jaunt and say, what about this? We make it an official day.
Yeah.
Where we just don't do it. We don't carry the mental load. We don't fold washing. We don't say, get out of your room, bloody lazy.
Or maybe you get into politics. You could be like one of those teals and that can be your campaign that you spearhead. 13
24 10, call us, say g'day and tell me if you agree with me. Mother's Day should be the one day we're not mothering.
You'll get $200 cash thanks to exclusive holiday getaways.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
We are saying g'day thanks to exclusive holiday getaways.
Win, save, give. Join exclusive holiday getaways to unlock huge savings, help charities, and the chance to win amazing holidays. ExclusiveholidayGetaways.com.au. Chrissie's Say G'day.
Actually, one of my treats on Mother's Day and every day is to just log on to exclusive holiday getaways and have a look at what's going and imagine myself
Just
there.
daydream at what could be.
Yes.
What your life could have been.
You're back to reality with a thud. My question for you today, 13 24 10. Shouldn't Mother's Day be the one day that we don't have to mother, that we do none of that?
That does feel fair.
No offence to everybody, but that's sort of how it should work.
And I think Mother's Day gets nice once you're an adult. Like, as a son, I enjoy it more now as an adult because you go for lunch and you have, I don't know, It just feels more special. When you're in the thick of it with primary school or secondary school kids, you should just have a day off.
Yeah, I just don't want to find shoes on one day a year. Hello, Fee.
G'day. Hey, guys.
Did you do this on Mother's Day?
I did, and I'm going through tunnels. I hope I don't lose you because I'm just driving back from the airport. But I decided that I would go away with three of my oldest girlfriends. We flew up to the Gold Coast, and then we drove in.
Oh, she's gone through a tunnel.
Lots of walking.
You've gone through a tunnel, Fee, but we got the absolute meat of your day, and it sounds heaven.
Going to the Gold Coast is key, and mothers should take note.
Oh, my
Hey,
God.
Fee, you have got
And
200...
all I said, because I'm going into another tunnel, so I'm just going to tell you that all I asked them to do was to make sure the dog gets fed and watered and walked, and that's all I want for Mother's Day, and don't call me.
$200 cash thanks to exclusive holiday getaways. That is the Manic Monday energy we like here.
I love it. Hello, Leona.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How was your Mother's Day?
It was good, although I did have to cook dinner.
How many
So
kids have you
I
got,
wouldn't-
Leona?
I have got two. I've got one who's 18 and an 11-year-old.
Yes, right. So you've got a little bit older and a little bit younger. You're still in the thick of it is the thing.
Yes.
And you had to cook
I would've-
dinner and clean up and...
Yeah, and I would have preferred not to do any of that.
I would
Yeah.
argue, Leona, that they are old enough to cook you dinner now.
My 18-year-old is, but my 11-year-old isn't.
The
Yeah, and
11-year-old
also-
could be the sous chef.
Yeah, but you've got to teach them. Do you know what I mean? You can't be
Yeah,
bothered.
true.
It's just quicker to do it all yourself, Leona. I absolutely get
is.
it.
$200 cash thanks to exclusive holiday getaways. Let's finish with Samantha.
Hey, Samantha.
Hello.
Talk to us about Mother's Day. Are you with me?
I'm with you 100%, and I nearly pulled it off.
Okay,
So
tell me
I
how
have-
close you got.
I have 4 adult children, and they really pulled it together, and we had such a beautiful day. And then I thought, I'm going to go shopping now myself, and I walked around the shops. I bought some things for myself. I exchanged pajamas that didn't quite fit. And then I was getting to the tail end. I'm like, I've got to do dinner. I just can't not do it. And I went past Woolworths, and then Coles was coming. I'm like, nah, I just can't do it.
Oh, it reminds me of that scene from The Godfather. Every time I try to get out, they pull me back in.
$200 cash thanks to exclusive holiday getaway, Samantha. Let's work on that for next year, Swanee. We'll get elbow in.
Yes.
And try and get it passed.
Yes, a law.
Hey, next, we are going to hear from Lena, a TikToker at Lena's Doing Things, who a couple of weeks ago asked whether she could break into your pool and swim in it.
And what did I say?
You said she could. And maybe there was a development over the weekend.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
You probably remember a couple of weeks ago, a guy just decided to pop into somebody's house after a run in Brisbane multiple times where he stretched. And anyway, turns out he thought it was a display home. Don't believe that for a second.
Good looking dude, old Matt. I'm for him.
Off the back of that, you introduced me to Lena, who really has made an identity for herself doing the same thing. She breaks into hotel pools, and we got her on. I loved her. At the end of the conversation, she said, hey, you've got a pool. Can I swim in it? And I think she was quite surprised when I said sure.
Absolutely. And I feel like swimming in your pool is sort of child's play for Lena because she has broken into pools like the W Hotel in Sydney. Have a listen to this.
You won't believe this. Since moving to Sydney, it's become my lifelong dream of 2 weeks to get into the W Hotel's pool. We are in, as if I ever doubted myself. Look at this view. Oh my God. I know I say this every time, but I think this actually genuinely is one of the best pools.
So she joins us now. Welcome back, Lena.
It's a pleasure to be back.
Tell everybody what happened after you said, can I swim in your pool? And I said, okay, which you clearly did not believe.
I thought this whole thing was made up and you were going to spring out and be like, we've got ya. But no, Chrissie let me into her beautiful home. I met her dog. I swam in the pool. There was a beautiful bucket of champagne, chips, a little logie. I jumped on the trampoline with a logie.
Epic. Oh, how good is that trampoline, Lena?
Oh, it was the best. I had the best hour of my life. And then before I knew it, Chrissie was like, I'm coming back, by the way. You might want to leave the house. And I scooted on out.
So what I did was I wanted it to be authentic. I didn't want you to be coming to my house and meet me and swimming. I wanted you to get the feeling of still breaking in. So we spoke on the phone and I said, listen, I reckon how this will work is I'll just leave the gate open and you get yourself in, and I'm not going to give you any sort of clues as to where the pool is or how to get there or whatever.
Just figure it out.
You're going to have to figure it out, and then you'll get that, naughty vibe of breaking in. Were you surprised when you turned up at 2 p.m. that the gate was open and I was gone?
Yeah, I actually was. I was like, I can't believe I pulled this off. This is insane.
Now,
what other celebrities' pools can I get into?
Lena, Chrissie's dog Murphy is notoriously horny. Did he try and hump you or do any weird business?
No, he was fine. He was like, oh yeah, just standard. Someone sneaking in the pool. That's all good.
And Lena, what brand of champagne was left out?
It was Moet Chandon. It was actual
shit.
champagne.
Well, because you'd said to me, people are just going to think I've gone to anyone's house. Like it could be anyone's. And I'm like, you're right. I've got to leave a clue. So when you arrived, and I assumed that you were going to find the pool eventually, on a little table next to the banana lounge was a copy of my book and my logie. And I thought no one else has got that.
Exactly. And it was the best hour of my life. I sat back, relaxed. Sorry to all the Hinge men that I've dated, but that was truly the best hour.
Now, Lena, the big question is, when will we see this pop up on your TikTok at Lena's Doing Things?
Oh, I gotta get the video out. It's crunch time.
It is.
In the next week, 100%.
Okay. All
Couple
right.
of days.
Well, thank you so much. I just love naughty, weird stuff. So when you said, can I swim in your pool? Absolutely. And let's work together to see who else's pool you can get into.
Exactly. The pool heists are yet to end. This is just the beginning.
The Chrissie Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
I'm really excited about this.
Looking to upgrade your floors? Explore premium flooring solutions at customtimber.com.au. Chrissy's Floors.
You know, I'm a renovator now.
You are.
Hands-on renovator.
In your gardening era and your reno era.
I'm in every sort of era there is. And maybe, or maybe not, that is a flaw in my personality. Hello, Olivia.
Hi, Chrissy. How are you?
Good. What do you perceive as one of your flaws, FLAW?
Well, my flaw, I think that's the toxic one, is I am a Libra, and Libras are always known to be very undecisive. So whenever I ask someone's opinion, I will get their opinion, but then I will go into a spiral and think about what they've said, and I'll totally trash their idea.
You're a bit of an overthinker, Liv.
Oh, such an overthinker. Such an overthinker.
I'm an underthinker. This is how it's going to work, my darling. We're giving you the chance to win $1,000 cash thanks to the good people at Custom Timber, and they really are so gorgeous.
They are. I know the boys, Chaz and Tristan, and they produce some beautiful floors, Swanee.
And I met last week Ben and someone else.
Yeah, great.
Anyway, they're very beautiful people, and they're going to look after you. I'm just certain of it. This is how it's going to work. I'm going to reveal 3 flaws in my personality. 3 of the 7 million. It was very hard. 2 of them are going to be true, and one of them is going to be made up. All right? So you need to identify which one doesn't quite ring true for me.
Which
are you ready?
flaw Swanee has made up? Now, don't stress though, Liv. If you get it wrong, you're still going to go home with $250 cash. But get it right, because you want the $1,000 cash.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right. Listening ears on, Olivia.
Got them.
I cannot say no to anything that sounds like it could be fun or naughty. I watch far too much television.
Okay.
And 3rd, I am always in a rush and often late.
Oh, this is a tricky one. I don't know.
Which one is not true?
Okay. Or fun or naughty. What was the second one?
The second one is I watch far too much television. And the third one is I'm always in a rush and often late.
Okay. This is tricky.
One of them's got to be made up, Liv.
Okay, I'm going to go number 2.
I watch too much television?
Yes.
You are spot on, Olivia! You've got $1,000 thanks to the wonderful team at Custom Timber. Well done.
Oh, my God. Thank you. That is awesome.
Good on you.
Liv, you did very well there.
God.
I mean, I don't have time to watch television because I'm too busy doing naughty, fun, exciting things.
If you are looking to upgrade your floors, explore premium flooring solutions at customtimber.com.au. That was a heap of fun, and we're going to be playing again tomorrow. So register via the Nova Player app to play. And Swanee, start thinking of some more floors.
Lucky, I'll never run out.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
I really don't think I'm ever going to get sick of that song.
Never.
I just love it so much. Did you hear her cover Coldplay's Fix You on the weekend?
I did, Swanee.
Oh, I've got goosebumps.
She didn't do any covers at our Aussie shows.
She didn't. Everything she says sounds like she wrote it.
Yeah,
you know
she really can own it, can't she?
Yeah.
Chrissy's Clickbait.
Finally, proof of life. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce have stunned diners in Philadelphia as they break cover for first time in 2 months.
I wonder if she did this just to let everyone know she's all right.
I've studied these photographs.
And horrific floral arrangements in the restaurant.
Terrible. But you know what? In America, particularly in not New York City,
Zero taste.
the cafes are revolting.
Terrible. Even LA, most of the interiors are grim.
What are they thinking? Like, come on.
I think they think that looks good. I find that, like, sweeping statement, I find a lot of their fashion not great either.
I love how you're really nervous to say
Well,
that.
like, I just know people want to be outraged by everything, but, like, Aussies...
But the interiors
way better.
are just, like, beyond. It's
Yeah.
disgusting. Betty Blanco, who caught up with Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel when they were in LA a couple of weeks ago, was saying that, you know, have you got great... Because he's never been to Australia, can you believe?
Oh, wow.
It's too far, and he's scared of flying.
Oh, that first-class flight must be really tough.
Well, if you're scared of flying, even though
Yeah.
you're in a cabin or whatever, you're in the air.
You're still
It's not
scared.
good. But he's like, tell me about the cafes. Apparently, like, every cafe is like the best cafe you've ever been to. And that makes sense to me
does.
because cafes in America are disgusting.
Compared to this. Hey, I do, after you've mentioned that you've studied the photo, I do like what Trav's doing with his hair. Do you? He's grown it out a bit.
What era is it? It's something. It's like a bum part and bangs.
It's almost like a little bit Tom Cruise-y, the front. I don't know.
Yes.
Do you think she's pregnant, though? You did say at the end of last week you think she is.
I don't think so. She's getting a little bit of fat nose. Which is...
Which is fat nose?
Oh, it's a very
I've got one.
specific pregnancy thing where your nose just gets fat.
I have not heard about this.
Well, maybe it's just something that I've noticed. I wouldn't mind finding out, really, from our listeners. We might ask tomorrow.
Yeah. Or after 3 o'clock if we've got some room. I really want to deep dive on fat nose.
Yeah, because fat nose was like the first sort of, you know, outward sign before you're showing.
Yeah,
you get
okay.
a big, fat, shiny honk, like a beak.
Well-
anyway, they look very happy and relaxed.
Swanee, I've been pretty invested in the It Ends With Us saga and the drama. And I think at the end of last week, after we got off air, Taylor Swift was subpoenaed.
I can't believe that.
Yeah, because...
That was the final nail in that friendship coffin, by the way.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
You can't come back from that.
No, like, sorry, Blake, it's over, babe.
No.
But I love her people gave a statement, which is rare. Rarely do they come out and slam stuff, but they
Yeah.
said her only involvement with the film was allowing the licensing of this song.
Yeah, she never set foot on the set.
No, 19 other artists allowed their songs to be used, and they also said, her rep, that she never gave notes, which Blake said she did. Blake, remember in those texts? Blake
Yes.
said Tay said this, so I think Blake could be a liar.
Oh, my God. It's just getting so gross and scary.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
We're here with you. I was going to say, you're listening to the Chrissie Swan Show, but that's just what the recorded intro said.
We're losing our minds, Swanee, as in the ad break and news there, I was telling you what I bought my mum for Mother's Day.
I cannot believe this.
And it reminded me of something you just had sitting on the studio desk here. And I was like, hey, it's like a little picture.
Yeah,
or
and
a
you said, what is
piece
that?
of
And I
art.
said, oh, it's my things for Mother's Day.
And I said, I bought my mum something similar. It says, cool people live here in happy hour. And then under it, you pulled out the same cool people live here sign that your daughter Peg bought for you.
That is a total snap.
And when I was buying them for mum, I was like, oh, these remind me of something Swanee would love. If there
And
were more, I was going to buy them for you.
Peg
but they weren't.
said she was in the shop and she's like, that's got mum written all over it.
She's done a brilliant job.
She's a really good gift buyer.
Well, that's a big strength of yours. So
Yeah, I reckon she's got it from
she's
me.
got it from you. Hey, coming up before 4 o'clock, Tom Gleisner is going to join us in the studio as Have You Been Paying Attention returns this evening.
So good.
Season 13.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Shows don't last like that anymore.
They really do not. But they do not. We've got a bum bag to give away. Let's give it away. But before the end of the show, I really do want to do a deep dive, a current affair style, into whether or not fat nose is a pregnancy symptom.
Yes.
Okay, great.
I'm excited about this.
Great.
Chrissy's Quizzy next, though.
The Chrissie Swan Show. The Chrissie Swan Show.
So that's Calvin Harris and Florence Welsh. I wonder if that's where Taylor and Florence met and decided to do the collaboration
Of
Tortured
Florida.
Poets. Yeah.
Chrissie's Quizzy.
I remember when that album came out, it was Tom's favourite song, Florida.
Yes.
And then after about 3 weeks, he goes, oh, I'm even sick of that. Like it was the most damning thing anyone had ever said. Hello, Bonnie.
Hi.
It's a sweet name.
Oh, thank you.
How old are you?
I'm 30.
30, yep. Right on. Lots of Bonnies your age.
How do you feel about Bonnie Blue, Bonnie?
Oh, my God. No. Absolutely not.
Who's Bonnie Blue? Is that an OnlyFans
Yeah,
girl?
she does. She's quite controversial and does special videos like that.
I had a headline that I snipped out that I wanted you to explain to me, and it was about her.
Okay, let's do that tomorrow.
I think I know everything I need to know.
It might have to be like an off-air podcast or something.
Another double N. Hello, Donna.
Hi.
I had a friend once who had a dog, and the dog's name was Donna. And I thought,
really?
Isn't that an interesting name for a dog?
That is.
Donna. All right, your names are your buzzers, girls. It is the best of 5.
So
which means the
first-
third. If you get 3 right, you get the bum bag. You'd think I'd know that off by heart, the amount of times I've read it, but no. I'm just trying to find my questions, girls. Just talk amongst yourselves. Question number 1. Which Hollywood star was spotted at a Macca's drive-thru in New Zealand? Big name, huge.
A-lister.
Like the biggest, really.
yeah, the
A-lister.
biggest male actor of our time.
Yes, Donna?
Lady Gaga?
No, Brad Pitt.
Oh,
Did you see the
Brad
video?
Pitt. No.
He really wanted to be left alone.
I heard the audio.
Yeah.
I'm just so annoyed I didn't find out what his order was.
Yeah. I know.
Desperate to know. If it's a fillet of fish, you know what I think about that.
Yeah, gross. No, I feel like he'd be a Big Mac man.
I do too.
He's a tradish.
And I get a vibe that he's a 2-burger man and no fries.
Not with that rig. Question number 2. No one is on the scoreboard yet.
Control P is a popular shortcut to do what? On
copy
a-
paste. Paste.
What was
Who
your
said
name?
that? Bonnie? Yes, correct. Question number 3. Oscar winner Rami Malek is celebrating a birthday today. Can you name just one film he's been in?
Donna.
Yes, Donna?
The Amateur.
What was it called?
The
The
Amateur.
Amateur. The
I don't
Amateur.
know. We haven't got that on the list. But that doesn't mean that he wasn't in it.
Just doing a quick
Bonnie,
Google.
the Oppenheimer.
We're checking.
Donna, you're dead right.
Wow, that's good work.
1 point to Donna, 1 point to Bonnie. Question number 4.
Susan Lee and Angus Taylor are currently vying for the leadership of what? Given that someone was bundled
Bonnie,
out.
it's a
Yes, Bonnie.
Isn't it a political
Yes,
speech?
which one?
Don't know.
That's good enough. I'm going to give that to her. It's a political party.
Thank you.
Okay.
It's the Liberals. That's 2 points to Bonnie, 1 point to Donna. Question number 5.
Greek spanakopita
Yum.
is filled with feta and which leafy green?
Donna.
Yes, Donna.
Spinach.
Is spinach. Is that not 3 for Donna? No.
No, that is 2 points to Bonnie, 2 points to Donna. We're up to a tiebreaker.
I make the best spanakopita ever.
Have I had your spanakopita? I don't think I have.
I don't think you have.
I must try it this week.
It's so buttery. Question number 6.
My PT went like that.
I don't care. Actually, I've got to call him. Acrophobia is a fear of what?
Bonnie.
Yes.
Bonnie?
The water.
No.
Or deep water.
Nope.
Donna.
Donna?
Donna?
Spiders.
No, that's arachnophobia. It says here heights.
Oh.
Acrophobia.
Acrophobia, which is different to agoraphobia, obviously.
Yeah.
Question number 7. In Australian politics, community independents are also known as... God, lots of political questions
There
in this
are.
one. Let's skip it. Who cares? Question number 8.
Teals, for those playing at home.
Teals. Which Kardashian, this is for us, which Kardashian has launched Cloud protein popcorn and took us on
Bonnie.
a tour of her epic pantry last week? Yes, Bonnie?
Did she?
Chloe.
It is Chloe. And she's my favourite. Did you see her
Me too.
pantry?
No.
Yes. It's gold.
Where do we start? What about the fruit bowl? It was like an entire fruit and veg store.
Do you think they go through it all?
No.
I wonder who it goes to.
No, they're all about waste.
I hope the housekeepers get to take it home.
I hope somebody does.
Hey, Bonnie, you have got the limited edition bum bag, but I'm going to send you both a double pass to see Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning in cinemas May 17.
Oh, thank you so much.
Good
You
on you,
are welcome.
dolls.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Look, it's not Wednesday, which is the day we do Mystic Chrissie, but I do have a little vibe that Taylor Swift is with child. And I'm desperately trying to find signs of it. And she's been very, very shy. She hasn't been out in public.
For
But
2
she
months.
has today. She has today. 13 24 10, did you get a fat nose when you were pregnant?
No, you brought this up just before 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
I had never heard of fat nose during
It's a
pregnancy.
thing, and I kept it to myself for a very long time.
Did you get it with all 3 children?
Yep. And I'd also noticed other people had the fat nose.
I just got it and I'm a dude.
And then I mentioned it to my friend Jane Hall many years ago, and she said, oh, yes, Chrisula, it is a thing, fat nose.
Wow.
So she also identified fat nose.
Do you lose fat nose?
Yes.
Oh, so once the baby's out.
Once the baby's out, your nose returns to normal.
13 24 10. Did you suffer from fat nose? We're doing
And
a quick
it's not
poll.
it's not like a longer nose, it gets fat and juicy like a proboscis monkey.
Girthy, width.
Yes.
Let's go to Fiona on 13 24 10, Swan.
Fiona,
Hello, Chrissy. How are you?
I'm very good. Did you get fat nose?
I didn't get fat nose, but my feet grew a half size with each of my pregnancies and never went back to normal. I started at a 7 and I'm now a grand old 8.5.
Wow. Mine got so big as well, but that was because there was so much more weight pushing down on it. Like, have you seen an elephant's foot?
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
when they put their feet up, they're all narrow. Then they put them down, they go, what?
My favourite elephant foot to look at was Kim Kardashian when she would still try and wear shoes that she should not have been wearing with North.
No.
The poor doll.
No, I think maybe that's what happens. You get all that fluid in your ankles, and sometimes you get it in your nose and you get fat nose.
Baker's Delight voucher for you, Fiona. Let's go to Beck, Swanee.
Beck, fat nose, Y/N.
Yeah, I sure did. Unfortunately, with both my kids, I did.
Isn't it an extraordinary side effect of pregnancy? No one talks about it.
No, definitely not. And I look at photos now and I'm like, oh, what the hell?
I know.
But as soon as I had both my kids, it was gone. My first, I put on like 30 kilos. I had blood noses nearly every day. My feet, the same as Fiona, grew. Never went back. I had preeclampsia. I had it all.
Oh,
Beck.
and then you did it again.
Baker's
I know.
Delight voucher for you, Beck. Brooke on 13 24 10. Did you get fat nose, Brooke?
Fat nose.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I got it with all 5 of my babies. The last one, it was about triple the size of my normal nose.
Did it deflate, Beck? Brooke, sorry.
It did, yes. Yeah, I always get mistaken as Beck because that's my sister's name.
Did people just refer to you as the dugong, or
I don't know how they did it.
I
My
feel
partner
so vindicated. It's a thing.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Nature is healing. It's back tonight. Have you been paying attention? Welcome, Tom Gleisner.
Thank you, Chrissy. It's a delight to be here. Same time each year, isn't it? We roll the show out, and here I am.
Just like Alan Alda, I want to say Carol Burnett.
You've said it.
Yeah.
Probably not accurately, but you've said it.
13 years.
Yeah, 13th season. Can you believe it?
I actually can't.
Yeah, we are the 3rd longest running show on Channel 10.
Huge.
I give you Neighbours.
Wow.
Mass for You at Home. Apparently ran
my
a little bit
God.
longer.
I
Yeah.
used to love watching that on sick
Yes.
days.
Well, 10 are thinking of rebooting Mass for You at Home. It's going to be priests behaving badly. And it's more a reality feel, but it'll be a great
Oh, my
one.
God.
And how do you feel about your seat warmer over the last 8 weeks, Tom
Yes.
Gleisner? Sam Pang tonight, you were on last week.
Indeed.
I saw you in the green room.
I came in to make sure the show was going to come to an end, and it did. It has. And so Sam's back behind our buzzer tonight, Jack.
Is he still mean to you, Tom?
Yes, I think he's developed a certain degree of respect in that he now knows what it's like to host a show and have to wind people up and throw to breaks. I mean, I call myself a host, really. What do I do? Ask them questions, and I insert the word allegedly into most people's answers, and that's really my
He
main
needs
role.
to have a little bit more respect for you.
He does.
A TV veteran and
Said.
legend
It's
of
been
our
said.
industry.
You've said it.
We're going to do a little round of Have You Been Paying
A
Attention?
warm up. Do you have buzzers, Jack, or are you just going
Are
to
we
yell
gonna-
your names loudly?
Let's use our names as buzzers, Swanee.
Yeah, I think so.
We'll go
I think
lo-fi.
so.
Yes.
Low tech.
Have you been paying attention? The radio edition.
All right, this is just a bit of a warm-up for tonight's episode.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Okay, and I feel you've got it in you. Pope Leo gave his first speech at the Vatican in 2 languages, Italian and...
Chrissie.
Chrissie?
Guilt.
Well, yeah, that's a universal dialect, isn't it?
Jack?
Jack?
Was it Pig Latin to appeal to the Eshays?
Nice. It was actually not Latin, and I'll spare you the misery, it wasn't English either.
If Pope Leo is anything like my 16-year-old Leo, he would have said, I'm really thrilled to have this position. Widow Hatzer style.
Nice.
Italian and Spanish?
Spanish, Jack, I'll give it to you.
What a show-off.
He spent a bit of time in Peru. Yeah, he is a bit of a... one language will
he
do.
spent some time in Peru. I thought you were going to say he spent a fair bit of time on Duolingo.
Possibly too. All right, Jack's on the board. President Trump has announced plans to reopen what famous prison?
Jack. The audience door to Sampang tonight.
Straight into it. It's a door. It's always open. Chrissie,
well, given it's President Trump, probably Shawshank State Penitentiary, because that's right, isn't it? That's real.
I think it's very close.
It's a doco.
It's a doco, but no, it's in fact the famous prison is, of course...
It's Alcatraz in San Francisco.
Indeed, which will, knowing Trump, it'll be a casino, but nonetheless, it's going to reopen.
Biff Tanner style.
Chrissie, I hate to say it's 2-0 at the moment, so we need to lift your game. This is right in your wheelhouse. Mm-hmm. Eurovision kicks off this week. What country is the event being held in?
Chrissie. Technically Australia, but it's a stylish share house on Oxford Street with canapes and champagne.
I think Australia is represented despite our non-European heritage. But no, it's of course...
No, it's in Switzerland, Tom.
It is.
And I'm excited about this because Gojo seems like a vibe.
Yeah.
The guy that's representing us.
Is that the milkshake man?
Yeah, the milkshake man.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, what do you think he's referring to when he's talking about his milkshake?
Oh, okay. There's a subtext, is there?
I feel like
I just assumed it was a dairy-based drink.
No, I feel like it's something in his pants. But all will become very apparent.
Yes, as is the scoreboard at the moment, 3-0.
Swanee's used to hosting the show and filling in for you.
We've pushed her out.
Yeah.
Chris, Robert Irwin has confirmed he'll be appearing in what US TV series?
I know this.
Hit us.
MasterChef, Roadkill.
And there's a whole subtext there. No, it's actually, in fact, Chris, you may have done
I
it.
think it's Dancing with the Stars. No, I've never done it.
Is that right? Why do I think you've done it?
I would never, ever do it either.
People say that and then they agree to it.
No, I'll never do it, ever. Why? No, my ankles say no.
Okay, all right, yeah.
And
yes.
also, it looks too hard.
It's got to be the very first series of Dancing with the Stars here in Australia. Everyone was just having a bit of fun and mucking around, and it was really great.
Yeah.
Then it just went mega serious.
Right.
And if you were cast in it, you started rehearsing about 3 months beforehand.
See, my jobs, I just like to turn up with a blow wave and an auto cue.
Nice. As you have today. All right, you're on the board anyway. Big announcement from Socceroo star Sam Kerr this week. What's she just done?
Chrissie, she's admitted that she is in fact a Year 10 schoolgirl.
And we needed to know that. Jack's going to help us
out.
out.
No, she's come full circle and her and Marty have announced a podcast coming soon to the Nova Network.
Now, of course, she's welcome to baby.
Yeah, little baby Jagger, little baby boy Jagger.
Beautiful.
Great name.
Indeed, yeah, Jagger is good, isn't it? One more, shall we call this the tiebreaker?
Yes.
Okay, Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has announced that his first overseas trip will be to where?
Chrissie. Turkey to get his boobs done.
And why not? Little bit of cosmetic surgery. Jack,
I think overseas is a bit harsh, Tom. He's going to Lee and Gather to visit the mushroom lady, Erin Patterson.
Popping by for the... No, nothing overseas. But it's actually not that exotic. Well, it is exotic. It's Indonesia.
Oh, Bali. I was getting his teeth done.
Getting a big...
Have you been paying attention? Returns 8:40 tonight on 10 and 10 Play. It is its 13th season. Congratulations, Tom Gleisner.
Thank you, Jack.
It feels like my version of the footy season.
Oh, no.
It does.
Because, I have no interest anymore in that. But I feel like, good, my Monday nights are sorted.
And I'm carrying an imitation pistol.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
I reckon a whole lot of mums have still got dishes to do after Mother's Day. But tomorrow is a new day and it's nearly here.
Chrissie's Clickbait.
Thoughts and prayers for Bindi Irwin. My God. No, don't panic. She's not dead. God, it sounds like she's... Anyway, they've got that big gala event, the Steve Irwin Gala every year. And they all get gussied up.
They do it over in the States though, right?
Yes, they do. And it's a really big deal. Terry wears a khaki gown. I think they still wear khaki. Anyway.
Although Robert nowadays, after his I'm a Celeb hosting duties and walking the runway and stuff, he's often in a suit.
Yeah, he's styling.
Which I like.
He's got a bow tie on in this photograph. What's your take on bow ties? Are they coming
Love
back?
a bow tie.
Do you?
Love it.
Even if it's not like a black tie?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
I love a bow tie.
Reminds me of Teddy Ruxpin, you know, that toy from the 80s that would talk? Hello, how are you? Anyway, big gala event. Everyone was there. Bindi was like, I don't know, I don't feel great. And Terry rushed to the hospital. Ruptured appendix. That's a really dangerous thing.
That's and properly painful, right?
Yes, you get really, really sick. And once it, because you're sick enough if it's just inflamed. But for it to explode, yikes.
Ow.
Yeah,
So did Terry skip it as well?
Yes. And she said, I never skip this. How dare you?
Barb, you're on your own here. He would have had 3 handlers to
Take
ensure
my notes! Take my
notes! Don't say anything off script.
Hey, speaking of off script, Roni, which is a term I've only just heard, Real Housewives of New York. If I ever watched television, I would absolutely be totally across that.
Yes, Roni, the initial 5-6 seasons of Real Housewives of New York City were 10 out of 10.
And that was the first. Well, oh no, Orange County, I think it was first.
I think it was the second. It was the second. And Ramona Singer and Bethany Frankel, completely unhinged, unbelievable television.
Yeah. Well, it's Julia Fox has weighed in on the future of this franchise. She's not very hopeful for it. And also, she was pursued to be one of the Real Housewives of New York. Now, if you're worried about, oh my God, who is she? She gave us this.
Uncut Gems.
Right. And the muse behind Uncut Gems.
And she famously dated Kanye West.
Correct. God, she got out of that.
Didn't she?
Holy crap. Anyway, this is what she has to say about Real Housewives of New York.
They fully wanted me to be on Roni. Like, I did an interview for it, everything. And then I had this moment where I was like, honestly, I don't even think that I can save that franchise. Like, what kind of TV am I going to give you? Like, I'm not like rich and outrageous like that. I want to see out of touch women say crazy, out of touch stuff. Me and my generation were too trained.
Yeah.
She's spot on.
Absolutely agree. But I love how she said, even I can't save that rabbit. Like, I can save everything, but not that.
She's spot on. And her take on a lot of hot topical things on TikTok is often spot on. Like, you wouldn't expect it from her, but I'm like, wow, you've got a really good view of life and the world. You get it.
I think she's quite smart.
Yeah. Well,
and
I think,
even she can't save it.
Well, and I think they've taken it off the air.
Yeah.
Roni.
Well, the problem is she's right. The whole joy of that franchise, even here in Australia, the first cast of the Real Housewives of Melbourne, they just didn't know what they were getting into.
No.
So it was like shocking and funny.
It was so great.
Yeah. And now, I don't know.
The death of reality TV, it's coming.
Yeah.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel are up next. Have a beautiful night, Swanee. I'll see you tomorrow.
See ya.
Now check this out.
The Chrissie Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.